here in the city, there are arenas of different tiers, but as we pan past the arenas and through the markets, as there seems to be some kind of a festival going on, we draw into a tavern which is all decorated with these uh, vines up the posts and some Greek style, which is unusual for Kiga. But there are a couple of people sitting on the stage playing on shamizens, and as we join you all, the last thing we had seen is that a couple of you were sitting around a table with a jar of wine that someone had paid you to poison to give to Kagetori. Whether it was actually poisoned or not, you're not entirely sure. You try to make something hallucinogenic, but didn't smell exactly how you were planning. And the last you saw of those Ronin, as Kagetori had shot them with a glare, they had run out of the bar, saying that they were going to go and find their friends. But they seem to have run off, and there are several people milling about the tavern, enjoying the wine and enjoying the music, as we rejoin a lot of you. And yeah, what do we hear them discussing at the table? Some, some things you needed to chat about, or contacts between each other?
Mm. Sorry, real quick. So the guys ran out, right? Like they just ran out.
Yeah, they took one look at Kagetora, and you had found that they were gambling with him when you arrived, but it seemed like Kagetora had just won that game. They were pissed off about it, and then they were scared of him, so they ran away. So yeah, they are not currently in the tavern. There are some other samurai in here, but
Got
no
it.
one seems to be causing trouble.
Zagreus kind of just spills out the wine that he had. Well, I guess there's no need for that anymore.
I presume that must mean that it was poisonous, yes? Or least.
The way they look at me and run off, I think maybe something was wrong with his drink.
Zagreus just kind of smirks and shrugs his shoulders.
That tells me everything I need to know. Well, it's a good thing that Kagetora was here to scare them off.
Yeah, I don't know what was going to happen if I don't saw them, like something wrong with them, with the drink I get after I beat them in the argument in the game.
Well, one can assume that a fight would probably happen, but that sounds like a lot of effort.
So I see you guys are, trying to meet people around here. Have you met everyone that's in here? Or not everyone, but the main folks. How's the music? Do you guys like that at least?
You judge yourself, I'm from here, so I used to it.
Kagatori, you would actually know that the band that they've hired is quite popular here in Tsukika. They're like one of the best bands in the town, so they will probably be attracting a crowd at some point.
Mm.
When Phantom entered the room, he was looking to see if anyone was cheating at this table, and based on the way that competition works in this world, that that could that could mean a lot. So, Kagatori, do you think that you were actually cheating in the card game when they arrived? The others wouldn't necessarily know that 100%, but do you think he was cheating, or do you think he just got lucky?
Um, maybe I used one or two tricks for them to win, because if I was lost the argument, I don't be getting the information I need for me. So, Phantom, how did you know I was like a little bit cheating at this game?
Oh, he left. He's
Well,
Oh, maybe connections.
yeah,
Oh,
I'm sure he'll be back.
yeah.
He's back.
Yeah, my mic wasn't cooperating. That's for how I know you're cheating. Being paid to know.
They what? Pay you to know?
Not specifically you're cheating, just in general.
Mm.
Should we stay here and wait for those guys to return with reinforcements, or do you think they won't be coming back?
Do you think they come back? The way they ran off, I don't think they wanna go again to here and
I don't think
saw
they
my
are.
face.
I don't think they're going to play a normal game, if that's what you think.
Nah, game, no. I'm sure for that.
if you'll excuse me for a moment, I have someone I'd like you guys to meet. Zagreus gets up and walks over to Neza. Hey, I have some people, some very interesting people that I think you'd rather like to see.
Are those the same mushroom people you spoke about? This last time you mentioned that interesting people.
It is the people. No, it's the people that they wanted. That those guys wanted us to poison.
Oh. So what did the poison do?
Absolutely nothing. I spilled it on the ground.
a woman standing at the bar that just turns to look at both of you, like as she's just ordered her wine. Like,
Yeah.
sorry, did you just say that the wine is poisoned?
No, not this one. We discovered it. We basically discovered that some was trying to poison, pointing over to the table, these guys, and my friend got between them and accidentally spilled the one they had poisoned. This one should be just does a little moving with the fingers. Well, outside of the alcohol, there shouldn't be any poison in it.
You can give me a check here to try and convince her, as this is also the home of the Scorpion clan, the city that you're in at the moment. So lots of assassins and ninjas and things. So you can. I would probably recommend a presence, but
Yeah, that's
it's
what. Yeah, that was also what, because I looked what they was doing, and yeah, present seems like it.
target number for this one is 10. If you fail,
Oh,
okay.
that's 10 with fear. Nice.
So
Perfect.
10 with fear, that she will kind of seemingly trust you on this as you succeed, but as she kind of sniffs at it, she will say to you, okay, well, I wouldn't want to make that mistake again. It happens a lot around here, you know. I know a few people who have been poisoned right before they enter the games. I mean, the people that haven't drank the death tea, of course.
Oh,
Zagreus' eyebrows raises. One of his eyebrow raises, and he's like, "What's this death tea you talk about? We're not from around here, so."
most likely some ritual sacrifice because of some considered slight or something.
Well, sort of. I mean, the arena here in Tsukika, that is one of the main events, is a death tea match that, I think they've got different names for it, but essentially the warriors who enter the arena drink a tea that will kill them if they don't perform well. It makes for shorter fights, but much more dramatic ones.
Oh, how interesting.
If you want to, since you guys actually know your way around a lot of these things, if you'd like to make a knowledge roll to see if you know about death tea, you can do that.
Oh, sure. That sounds interesting. Question.
Knowledge.
Oh, no, I cannot apply the naturalistic healing because this is poison, and that does not heal you.
16 with hope.
Oh, look at that! 24 critical, max what you can get.
Max crit. So Elon, I'll say you've heard of this too, but you're not overhearing the specific conversation. You just know that that's one of the matches they have here in Kiga, and you would expect to see it around here. But Neza, with that incredible crit, you know that there is death tea is not only in Kiga. You know that they drink it even in Delco, but it essentially, mechanically speaking, the first time you crit with a weapon after drinking death tea, your opponent will die. It will be an instant kill if you get a crit. So if there's two opponents drinking death tea, it's basically a race to see who crits first, rather than like slogging it out for a long fight. So it will end in very dramatic, quick slashes and, proper samurai duels, very cinematic style.
Oh, that's interesting. That's almost like the Berserker mushrooms there is in Dulco. Though usually it have the tendency to fry the mind of the person. So it is more used as the last resort to basically prove that you were right. Was willing to die for it.
It's sort of the point of the arenas as well. You said you're not from around here, Rob. Are you two arena fighters? Do you? I do like to see the tags that come from other countries. It is always fascinating to me.
Zagreus giggles. No, 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 no. We're not. We're not fighters. At least, not when we don't need to be.
I see. Well, good luck to you here in Tsukika then. Be careful of the Ronin. They do like to pick fights.
Thank you. He ushers to Neja, kind of putting his arm around her, and he starts walking her over towards the table of the other guys. Oh, I just flipped my character. Oh.
I noticed that Foundry tells you the distance. It's pretty good.
Yeah, when you're all
Yeah.
sitting around the table, it may be tempting to slash against every time it says melee.
Yeah, I see that. Hello, guys. This is my friend Neja.
Nice to meet you.
Hello.
Good evening.
So, what can you told us about you?
Well, that is an interesting question. I can tell many things. I can tell that I have horns, but you could see that.
Yeah, I see that. Very clear.
But well, I can tell that I have some knowledge about poisons and plants that can be used to heal. So, well,
Interesting. And how do you met with Zagarius?
oh, Kitty. Well, let's see. That is time ago. I think it was during one of his parties where I was just walking by and seeing, ooh, this seemed interesting. Fell in talk with some people about some plants, and then I think he mistook me for someone else.
Okay.
I personally like someone with horns. I trust them.
Mm.
That's quite specific, but if it works.
We gotta somehow. This is out of character. Somehow we gotta figure out how we're all gonna become a group.
We'll get there. Don't worry. But also, I mean, it may be a good idea to start bringing in some of your own goals and things here. For instance, Elon, you were looking for a book. What
Correct.
what kind of a book is it that you're looking for, or what might you be asking the group to help you find that then?
Oh, out of character, this book is my mentor's magnum opus, so a tome or his last research paper, anything really.
Well, you would know that where you are currently, like the north of Kiga, the Phoenix clan around here are very famous for their magic, and um, like they have very powerful sorcerers. So there's a good chance that somewhere in the Phoenix clan, someone may have taken some interest in that kind of a book. And Kagetori, we haven't 100% confirmed which clan you're from, but I think we did say Phoenix clan. So if you want to run with that, you can. Otherwise, we can discuss clans later on.
Okay, sure.
Because bear in mind, if you're a samurai, you are part of like, you serve a lord from whatever clan you're from, unless you're a Ronin. You are basically part of a military service, but that's the whole social class system in Kiga. It's very similar to actual feudal Japan. If you have any questions about that, feel free to ask, because I know not everyone's as much of an ancient Japan nerd.
Mm,
as I am.
okay. There is everywhere that I can read about it in the book you send, the campaigning frame, maybe.
Yeah, there is actually on the World Anvil. I'll send you a link because there's so much information in there. I was going to send it to you before, but I didn't want to overwhelm you. So,
Okay,
uh,
okay.
but I'll send you a link if you want to read through it.
Yeah, I'll have to.
For now, if you've got any questions, you can just ask me, or I'll add in some information that you might know as we go along.
Okay, so basically what you said about the Phoenix clan, can you repeat that?
The founder of the Phoenix clan was a very powerful sorcerer. So there's a great history of magic in the Phoenix clan. Like there's a lot of people in the Phoenix clan that would know a lot about magic, a lot of kind of wizard types and that kind of thing. A lot of the samurai even practice magic. You might not be one of them, but
Mm-hmm.
it does
Yeah.
happen. But it's
So I'm
magic is
the unique one.
yeah, I mean, look, magic is also all over the world. There's no uh, there's no lack of magic in Arania, but the Phoenix clan specifically, that's like, if you were looking for a samurai that specialized in magic, that would probably be the first place that you would.
Okay, I get it.
Sorry, give me a quick second. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. You guys can continue on.
Didn't plan to run into you, Kagetora. My contact here is different one. A clerk in the library they have here.
Sorry, what did you say?
We came here looking for, as he said, for. Did you say we're looking for a book, or was it just still out of character? Or did you not say anything, Ellen?
I haven't said anything in character now, but yes, we're looking for my mentor's book. He never specified what it was, but considering he was a wizard, it is, I presume it is of magical nature.
Oh, yes, the holy book.
said it out of character, so. Uh,
Well,
I'll
that
say
I
what-
just said in character, but yeah.
so you are saying it, it's just so I know how to respond.
Okay.
So it is in character or not?
Yes, in character. I will speak if in. I will say out of character if out of character. So yes, the in character. The book is my mentor's book. He wrote it before he passed away, and it's magical in nature. At least that's what I presume. And I would like to find it before my rival finds it.
Okay, Kagetori. So,
Kategore nods his head and say, "Yes, I heard about that book. I don't know the location the book is, but maybe we can go to some dojos and look around there. Ask. Maybe someone know."
I was going to wait till the morning with it, as they might not be working at this time of day. But I have contacted the library they have here. I'm not sure how large it is or anything, but they might have some information there. Probably won't do it for free.
Indeed, everything has a cost.
It's a start. Just out of character, I will use my well-connected feature.
Can you drop that in the chat?
Yeah,
'Cause
let's see.
sure that's gonna come up a lot.
Well, every time we arrive at a place.
Yeah. Do like the way Daggerheart looks in Foundry. It's very slick. So which of those features are you picking for this connection?
I was going to say they're going to ask for something in exchange.
Makes sense?
We can leave it like up in the air for you to choose.
Yeah, we'll deal with that when you actually talk to them. But you know that they're gonna expect something.
I meant we can say that this is what I'm saying, but when we go to look for him, I can't find him, and it's hard to find him now. Like the option changes to the first one.
Yeah, fair enough. We'll see. You would know that it would be common for them to ask for some sort of payment. So it's probably what you're expecting. Yeah, if Kagetora, if you're from around here, you probably know exactly where that library is. So finding the actual person may be difficult, but finding the place shouldn't be too hard.
Yeah, I know the library around here. We can go there, and you can Phantom ask someone about that book. When you all are ready, we can go there.
They said that
Well, that sounds fun.
they might not be in at this time of day. We can check.
Yeah, if it's not work, if they not there in this time, we can wait until tomorrow and do it first thing on the morning.
Yeah, considering the time, I think we might have to wait until morn. I haven't met
You can
any.
see the clock, by the way. Can you see
Yeah.
what time it actually is?
5:30 p.m.
Oh, it's not late in the day. I just assume it's late in the work day.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure we're all on the same page about the time. Also, I will point out that there is a feature, since you're in a tavern, I will just send in the chat. If you want to, you can always ask the staff and stuff around here about rumors and jobs and things like that.
Oh.
Hmm.
That's pretty cool.
It's kind of what Neza just did, and we got the information about the Death Tea battles. Death Tea duel. That's what it. Oh, duel was the word I was looking for. So while we have a moment of calm, how many of you are actually participants in the arena or may have participated before? I assume Kagatora is a fighter, but are any of you have you participated in the arenas?
I might not have participated, but I've definitely attended them. They're a good place to find, well, for connections. It's not against it. It just never. Well,
Yeah.
always with the connections parts, it was more important.
Oh, you have to imagine that Elan just finished his master's degree in wizardry, so he's still pretty young and spent his entire life down in the books. So he has not participated nor cared about the arenas.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
young.
Zagreus
My bad
has
with the art.
oh sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying my bad with the art. I thought Elon was an old wizard, but
Ah, nah, it's fine.
maybe the Atheros age different.
True. I'm working on getting some artwork for him, but yeah, he's like mid-20s, something like that.
Sorry, Zagreus, you were saying?
Yeah, I was saying that Zagreus and probably Neza too, when they joined, I don't know about before, they've been invited to watch these arenas after hosting parties with well-connected well-connected people around like sorry, I forgot the name of it. Where was the here? Forgot the
You are in a
names.
town called Tsukika, but
Yeah.
the continent is called Kiga. But yeah, I mean these arenas are all over the place, and that would make sense. That's a good place to earn money for anyone.
Yeah, wherever he goes, like with parties that are, he would choose places that are high, what's the word, high traffic areas where a lot of people would be going and like be at, and that's where the parties would be hosted. So and sometimes there's people there that are like politicians, maybe even like, I don't know if there's like kingdoms in this, but like royalty, like just like high status people and they would invite him, and when Neza joins him and Neza to join them to watch the arenas and provide wine and stuff to them while they're watching.
Yeah, I think the place that you're in at the moment is a good example of that. You are near the arenas, and a lot of the people that are coming in here, like the samurai, are essentially a noble class, and
Yeah.
the champions of the arenas are like the top. Those are the wealthiest people in the world. So yeah, if you want to be around wealthy people, the arenas are the place to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to point out, Kagetora is one of those sort of nobles sitting across from you.
Oh.
And yeah, Kagetora, I assume, because there's also a thing with becoming a samurai that would kind of be part of it, is like you would have a Genpuku, which is like a coming of age ceremony where you become a fully fledged samurai. And there you would probably, that's kind of like your entry to the arena. Every samurai is entered into the arena in a way, but I'll explain how that works as we get into it, because that's why I just want to know if anyone has fought in the arenas before.
So yeah, Kategor was in the tourneys in the arenas, not the big ones, but a little bit.
And Neza, I mean, you've said that you're not a fighter, but do you think in your travels you may have participated at some point?
At some point, yes. Yes, I would have. Mainly, not in like, shall we say, if we say like the rated bracket and then the one, it's more like, oh yeah, settled an argument in the arena to just show that she is correct because she is the strongest.
Yeah, that's exactly how a lot of people end up in the arena, just to settle an argument. But then I would like to suggest that, you know, that trinket that is so important to you, there's a chance that is linked to the arena, because what you and Kagetori would know, as well, everyone would know this. This is very common information, but every arena, like when you sign up to the arena, you get a tag, and it will be different depending on which arena you joined, but it'll usually like have your name and the like the school you're from or the arena you're signing up at, whatever, but just something to represent yourself, and that's your entry into the games. Once you have a tag, you're in the games. That's kind of like you can't escape without losing that tag. And in Kiga, if you lose your tag, you're expected to commit seppuku. Like that's a very dishonorable thing. If you didn't die losing your tag, you've dishonored your lord. But it's free reign to like steal people's tags, or like as soon as you've got a tag, you're in the games and you're fair game for anyone else who's also participating. And the people with the most tags get to enter the biggest arenas, like, and they will earn the most money from the arenas. So the more tags you have, the closer you are to being a champion. And Kagetore, since you're a samurai, you will start with 5 tags. You will have your 5 rings, is what they call them, one representing each element. That's what you would have gotten when you became a samurai. So you're starting with 5, and there's a if you're happy to do that that thing that you what is it, a pendant, like an amulet. We can say that that's your tag, but it's from Delco, so it's like very rare. Like people wouldn't even recognize that as a tag because no one really. Delco's very far away. No one goes to Delco. It's very rare to meet someone from Delco. Some people don't really live
We could also do something interesting. What if this, because it's strange and it's dirty, what if it was a tag like an old tag, like one of the first arena tags, and some that had stolen it or something?
Oh, that's cool. So she
And
found
then
an old...
it's basically found an old one in Dolco because someone that either owned it or something had died there, and it had just been laying there, and the ground had been stepped because it didn't seem any value.
Okay, cool. So then we'll say you start with 2 tags. You'll have that one, and then you'll have the one from when you entered the arena, and you can decide where you entered that arena to kind of flavor what that tag looks like. But maybe it's also from Delco. That would make sense. But yeah, these tags are also that's how the games work, but also that's going to be sort of how we do progression. It's not exactly like experience points, but once you hit a certain amount of tags in the party, that's when you'll level up. So the more tags you can collect, the more powerful you can become. You know, there's probably a way I could have explained that in world, but quite frankly, it's going to come up a lot. So I just want to give you the basic idea that everyone who enters the arena has a tag, and the idea is to get the tags from other participants to do better in the arena. But it's not necessarily limited to while you're in an arena. You can have like a sanctioned match in an arena, but you could be out on the road and someone might try and steal your tags. That's a pretty normal thing. So last thing on that point is that if you haven't entered the arenas, that probably means you've been aware of this fact and you're like, well, I don't want to fight, I don't want a target on my back, so I'm not going to actually sign up. But once you start getting tags, you're in the games.
Yeah, I think Zagreus would definitely know about it, and that's why he doesn't go into the arenas. Because he's already like a known face in like some like in a lot of different areas around the I was gonna like globe, whatever you want to call it, the world. Just because he throws very well known parties. And so if he had a tag, it would just make things more difficult to throw parties. And that's like his favorite thing to do. So
Yeah, that makes sense. You're more of a merchant than a combatant.
yeah. But he does have a few tricks up his sleeve.
Yeah, you've probably seen your fair share of drunken brawls breaking out at your parties between other people that do have tags. So that makes sense that you've been like, yeah, not for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go back to you here at the table as you will all notice that Kagetori is a samurai, so he definitely has some tags. And so there's always a target on his back, as there probably is for every samurai in Kiga.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sagras, you big pounding man, yeah?
What was that? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
You're a big party man, yeah?
Oh. Why, yes, that's like my whole thing.
Indeed. So, do you have any stories from that? Any? Oh, I don't know. Scandals? Any? Did you host any parties for any very important people?
I once had a wondrous party in Bazir with a well-known politician who I shall not say his name in honor. However, he got into a fight with a few people at the bar over some drink, some just wine, and it's as if he went mad. I don't know why he would have done anything like that, but that was a very interesting time, I would say. Neza, were you there for that? I don't remember.
Can you repeat that? I was just.
Sorry, I said that about a party where a politician went crazy and attacked some people at the bar for seemingly no reason, possibly over a glass of wine. And I asked you if you were there or not.
Oh, that guy. Wasn't it because there was some lizard folks and they had been drinking from the vine, and he was like, "What are those dirty animals doing there? They shouldn't be polluting this stuff." It was trying to draw his sword.
Yeah, and then do you remember how I stopped him?
Oh, as I remember, you. Didn't you like spill some of the wine on him, and then he, for some reason, fell over a cup that was laying behind him, and he was starting laughing, and then he got embarrassed and ran away.
You remember it as if it was yesterday. Most of our parties go pretty normal, though. This one is definitely among the top of being an interesting one. I don't usually. Well, I don't know how to put this politely, mingle with everyone else. I just kind of network around the parties, but I don't know. You guys have caught my eye.
Well, I did shave today.
Everyone turns and looks at the clank. Very clean shaven.
I'm joking.
One... Indeed, one might even say that it's fate that brought us all together tonight.
The fates do work in mysterious ways.
As you say this, I'm going to spend a point of fear as you hear a voice from outside yelling, "Kagetore-sama!" And it sounds like, yeah, it's very loud, but everyone inside the bar kind of turns and looks towards the entrance, and then some of the samurai who know who you are look to you. you hear the voice from outside just going, "Get out here!"
Sounds like you're wanted outside, Kagedora.
Yeah, I
Told
hear
you they'll
that.
be back.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Are you gonna go outside?
Yeah, I'm. I want to go outside, but I want to like know what they want from me outside before I made them. See who who is this? How many or what happening?
Okay, are you trying to get a look at them from inside the tavern before you actually go outside?
Yeah, maybe from a window or front of the door, but not going outside yet.
Okay, you can make an instinct roll for me, I think. No, actually, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, instinct.
Instinct.
That's
Yeah,
easy.
instinct is the perception, yes.
So let me just do it.
So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but when you click on your token, it opens a little HUD. If you actually click on your portrait, it'll open up more buttons, so you can access your whole character sheet from there.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
How? Again?
Just click on your token and then click on the art that pops up.
Oh,
Oh, double
Oh.
that's
click.
interesting.
Okay. So we said the instinct, right?
Yeah.
Ooh!
Oh boy.
Then
Okay, a crit. Yes, so that's really good, despite the low roll. I'm gonna have to get used to seeing a 5 being a critical. That's very weird to see. But yeah, you will take a look through the window and you see that there is one guy standing in front, the guy that's shouting, and he looks like he is a Ronin. He's not wearing any clan colors, but he looked much more capable than the guys that you fought before. He's got this long sword that he's resting his hand on the hilt, and you can see that the guys who tried to poison you are all standing behind him. There's about 4 of them who are all just kind of standing around laughing, and the rest of the market around them has all hushed to see this. They've all started to clear a path in front of the tavern. But yeah, you see about 5 guys total. One of them looks very dangerous. The others look like you could probably take them all in your sleep.
guys, I think they don't want to speak with me or play another game. They go speak in the table after saw who is outside. The question is, how you gonna join with me outside, or let me just handle it myself?
I think this could be fun. Neza, you could help him.
Sure. Who knows? Maybe some of them suddenly find themselves restrained by some plant growth. Who knows?
Well, I'd much rather see this fight. What about you two? Would you two join him?
I don't suppose can give my help.
Isn't it past your bedtime, Grandpa?
I'm only 20, 27.
You look like one on. You look like one that is 40 or 50.
Don't ever go to college.
School must have been stressful.
Student loans are rough. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I know we can change the art afterwards, but do you think maybe you are disguised? Like maybe you took some sort of disguising potion or something, or maybe you look old because magic went wrong at some point and you got aged. Or maybe it's just something that might be wrong.
Sure. For now, let's say I'm wearing a magic disguise. I'm working on getting somewhat, which is hopefully gonna look a bit younger. So.
Well, I try not to indulge too much in direct fighting when I'm in a new place or in an old place, but why not? Maybe maybe Kagetora will owe me one.
All right. Sounds like everyone in. Let's go outside. See what they want from me.
Zagreus will be the last one to go outside, but he will follow the group.
Yeah, I'm not heading outside through the main door. If there is a window on the side, I would much rather climb to the roof.
Ah, wow. Okay.
No, I'm not saying I'm not going to help you. I'm saying I'm not exiting through the main door.
Okay. Okay. So not
You're
everyone.
climbing onto the roof?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Actually, Phantom, as you climb up onto the roof, you will notice that you are not the only sort of thief up there. You notice that there are a few shinobi that are hiding up there as well. They seem to be also, they're either from the Scorpion clan or these are other Ronin.
We'll
You
have to
see
sneak
two of
off
them.
then, I guess.
Yeah, you haven't. They haven't necessarily seen you yet, but they are also sitting on rooftops outside.
You know, I'll just sit there, and if they are about to attack, well, Kagetora or anyone from the group, I'll react. But for now, I'll try to stay close to them and hidden.
Okay.
Us to another map, and then you can see what we're looking at. If you can carry on so on, while I place everything down.
As long as I don't move, I'm invisible. Well, to them
Oh.
at least.
Oh, that's good.
I should
I-
warn you. I don't have a lot of fighting magic. I'm more utilitarian.
Kagetora probably has enough fighting for everyone.
Yeah, let's go.
Come on, can you not just turn into like a bear or something? Or maybe a goldfish. I hear they don't like to kill goldfish here.
Zagreus does have magic, but he might not use it for you guys. You'll just have to see.
Also, remember this. There's no initiative in this game, so you don't have to. If there's a fight going on, it doesn't have to be like everyone's in the combat. Combat works a little bit more naturally. So just because one of you gets into a fight, that doesn't necessarily mean everyone has to. But obviously, that's half the fun of the game. So fight as much as you like.
Yeah.
Just waiting both of my weapon, like the dagger in one hand and the grappler in the other, depending on who's the enemy here. He is ready to react.
Done. Putting the run now. Put down all the random civilians, but you can assume that this place is packed with people. There's people from all different ancestries and cultures and things, but mostly Kigani around here. As if you look at the bottom right of the map, you'll see the tavern that you've just walked out of.
Ah.
Guys up ahead of
Dang, this thing is huge. All right.
Yeah, you hear as you're approaching the door, you hear the voice coming from outside again. Says, "I know you're in there. You cheating heathen! Get out here and face me!"
So I get a little bit closer.
You can move yourself
Okay.
on the map. If you're talking, you can drag it or use the arrows when it's selected.
Just click on me and drag me.
Yeah, you can just drag yourself. If you click on yourself and then use the arrows.
Or you
Also
can
works.
use WASD like a video game.
If you're trying to move through the cart, it might be a wall. Try moving like
Try
on the
moving
right.
It's not, but
Okay,
you
so-
you also may be on the wrong
No,
thing.
I
If
just
you look on the menu on the
can't-
left, yeah, if you can't select it, then look on the left-hand side. There's token controls up at the top, like on
Okay.
the menu that's on your left. Just make sure you click on token controls and then select tokens, the little square icon next to it. And then you should be able to select your token.
Yeah, I'm trying to select, but nothing happened. Let me just maybe restart the.
Yeah, the most common issue is that it's just on the wrong tool. But yeah, a refresh may help.
Oh, okay, now.
Ah, there we go. Okay.
So I get close to the man who shot out to me.
Ah, you finally show yourself. My men said you cheated them out of a game, claiming that the gods. You're blaspheming against the gods.
Nah, I
No.
don't think I know what are you talking about. Me cheating? It's just because I'm right and they are wrong.
The gods would never select you to succeed in a game if you were blaspheming against them. So why don't we settle this with a real competition and face me in the arena? I
The real
challenge you,
competition?
Kagetora, to a death tea duel.
Okay, let me be right the second time. Again. Only you and me? One on one?
I don't need help to take care of you, but if you want to bring your friends, I'll bring some of mine as well. As he notices some of the others, like looking from the tavern.
Mm-hmm.
See the men standing behind him look very nervous when he says that. They're like, oh shit, oh, we're gonna have to fight, okay.
So out character, I don't care, go one on one. If somebody want to join, let it be. I don't mind.
This is also where I'll remind you, combat is not your only option in this kind of scenario. Like, you can obviously sit and watch the fight, but like from Zagreus's perspective, if there's a big arena fight going on, you might be able to draw in some more business. You know, you want to get that party ready going. It could be a business opportunity for characters like Phantom. You know, there's a lot of people to steal from around here, like a lot of pockets to pick. There's a lot of other options that aren't just fighting if you want to get involved. But yeah, if you want to enter the arena, this may be a good time to sign up.
One hand, it makes sense for me to do what you said about listening, about well, maybe not stealing, but getting things. On the other hand, I want to do combat.
Oh, I know exactly what I want to do. I just look at what's called look at them and it's like, yeah, I would like to, but it seems that some of your friends has been tied up. Let me just see. I wonder if that actually works. Oh. Is that a... Oh, it actually... Yeah, and a question, does this... what's called? Okay, so it succeeds. And then I spent a hope to basically restrain another.
Is it supposed to do damage, that vicious intent?
It does 1d8 plus 1. That's why it says 3. Wait, did he really not have that much HP?
No, you take him. How do you? What happens to this poor guy as he's just standing there, saying to the guy next to him, "He's like, oh man, I hope we don't have to fight. I'm really not ready."
I'm just like trying to like drag him like just for fun, and accidentally like have Divine just pull him down, and he just smashes into the ground, and basically his nose gets like, you know, the nose basically gets up into the brain, killing him. Then I'm like,
Also, another thing I should point out, because it's always going to say dead, when you defeat an enemy, that's not necessarily that you killed them. That might just be that like the fight is over. But yeah, if you're killing him, he smashes his face in the ground.
Yeah.
And then those vines spread out to the guy next to him as well, but they don't damage him. So that's how.
Yeah, that's right. It only restrains this one. But man, I gotta spend all of those hopes, else I end up drowning in them. I guess I
Yeah,
won.
the guy that's talking to Pagitora like sees this happening and grabs his sword. He says, "I thought we were agreeing to a sanctioned match. Call off your friends. This isn't how we do things around here."
All right then.
The restrained guy goes, "Help! They killed Lax."
I think he killed himself.
Yeah, I think he's passed out and smashed his own head on the ground.
The guy in front says, "Just because my subordinates are idiots doesn't mean you can kill them at will. That creature there is no samurai. You have no authority here."
I just pull out like my 2 tags. Well, maybe not.
Oh.
But these one seems
Yeah,
nice.
when they see the tags, everyone calms down. You see there were even some guards that started to move in, but as soon as they see that, everyone stands back. What you've done is completely legal. And you know that the guy you just killed probably had a tag on him as well. But before things get much crazier, the guy in front is just going to say, "We will make the arrangements and begin a proper duel before this turns ugly." And he's going to start to walk away.
I'd say Zagreus pokes his head back into the tavern and yells out, "You guys ready for a fight?" And then he realizes what he said and he's like, "I mean a duel."
They're like, "Don't worry, we know what a fight is." Yeah. People start crowding into the tavern. You see a couple more people making their way inside, and a few of them immediately go up to the bar, and you'll see one of the what looks like a civilian, but is probably another merchant or something, jumps over the bar and starts taking bets from people as they just people start rushing in and placing bets on the duel that's about to happen outside. One of the people will come up to you and just say, "Oh, this is going to be a good one. Have you guys got a way to watch the fights in here, like some kind of illusions or something, or can we just take wine out to the stands?"
How perfect you just said that. I actually can. I can create an illusion to show you guys what's happening out there. So you guys don't even have to get out of the comforts of your own seats and drink as much wine as you possibly can.
They cheer again. More people start flooding into the tavern. It's but you hear one of them as they're walking in going, "Yeah, these Thagans know how to throw a party. But let's try the wine." And you get the impression there's a lot of money now flowing into this tavern.
Yeah, and
So I was gonna say,
outside
if you
of
want to make a check to actually like see
Oh,
how I don't know if there's a mechanic attached to that. Otherwise,
what would that be?
probably your spellcasting roll, but I'm not sure exactly what feature lets you cast illusions. Maybe you don't need to roll.
Well, I actually have an ability to cast a minor illusion. It's my spellcast roll, and my spellcast roll, I believe, is instinct as a wizard or sorcerer. Sorry.
Yeah, on Foundry, I think that's the stat that's glowing on some of your sheets is your spellcasting ability.
Okay, yeah. So I'm going. Well, actually, should I wait till the fight starts to cast the illusion?
No, you can do it now. I mean,
Okay.
as you're calling everyone in and you're getting everyone ready for the fight.
Maybe I'll ask a few people around real quick if they could move an area in the middle, like clear the space in the middle of the tavern, and then when they clear the space, um, Zagreus is going to cast minor illusion.
Okay. So yeah, as this happens, the crowd starts to. I mean, it suddenly changes from this like restaurant atmosphere to very much like a sports bar where everyone's just coming in to see the games, and yeah, people start filling up as the illusion is looking good, but at this point there's not much happening until they've actually entered the arena. So
Yeah, right now I would say the illusion is just like showing off. How I imagine it is it's showing off Kagetora and the guy kind of like in like a fighting stance, kind of like as if like a hologram, and they're kind of like floating just above the ground in the middle of the tavern, spinning like around each other, um like like looking at each other, like it's kind of showing the fighters. It's that
so
people can place bets.
they weight class and they reach advantage and all this stuff. Yeah, cool. So as you see the two fighters getting ready for the next battle, um, outside the Ronin have will be approaching the the magistrates who I haven't put down right now, but you'll see at the top of the arena there are some local lords and samurai that are sitting watching over these games, and sitting on the seat in front of it. Man, I really wish I had time to put in all the art, but there is a figure sitting in a black and white robe who is sitting with tea in front of her, and she looks like she's there to do a tea ceremony, but you would all know that she's also the referee. They come from the imperial families and watch over the games, but that's who you could sign up for.
And I would like to say that I don't know if you want me to make a roll for this, but when he does these like party things, wherever he goes, like the tavern, bar, city, whatever he goes to, makes like a kind of deal with him that like whatever percentage of sales that they make from his parties, he gets a percentage.
Yeah, you would definitely have that set up already with the tavern itself, like the bartender that's working there. All of that money you'll be able to come into, but
Yeah.
the betting that's happening right now, it looks like some random guy off the street just ran in, jumped behind the bar, and started taking bets. So if you want to actually try and work out a deal with him, you can.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think Zagreus would head up to him, realizing that or recognizing that he's not a worker at the tavern, and he's going to kind of he's gonna like put his elbow and kind of like lean onto the bar, and he's gonna be like, you know, this is my party. If you don't want to get kicked out, you'd give me a percentage of whatever sales you make. Do you want me to make a presence roll or
Yeah,
something?
you can do that.
Do I have advantage or disadvantage or neither?
I'll say you have advantage. Yeah, this is your party. You're very right.
Alright.
Okay, yeah, he'll say.
Keep rolling with fear, Dan.
So yeah, he'll say, "Oh, I meant no disrespect. This is usually where I run my betting from, but I completely understand. If you could let us store some of the gold here, just in the back, I know that they've got some decent storage facilities. Then, yeah, I'd be happy to split some of it with you afterwards."
Sounds fair. And I'd like to place a little bet. I'd like to make a bet on the Kagetora guy. Do you want me to? No, actually, I don't think I have to get rid of my money just yet, but I do have money.
You can tell me how much you're betting.
Yeah, so I'm going to bet. You know what? 3 handfuls of gold.
Very nice, sir. He will hand you a receipt for your bet and say, "Good luck, sir. I've got a feeling you've chosen the right side. Those Ronin, uh, they've probably only got a couple of tags amongst them."
I agree. Have fun. He walks back out.
So you'll see him putting that gold into the gold that he's been collecting, and you can already see behind the bar that he's, from all of the people that are flooding in, he's already got a couple of bags, and actually, let me roll. Okay, so that's unfortunate for you, but you will see that he's already got 5 bags of gold at this point that he starts putting in the back room here at the tavern, um, and it's all being stored there.
Hmm.
So what about everyone outside? You can see the Ronin has approached the magistrate who should be able to give you the tea. He seems like he's already signed up for the arenas, so yeah, what are the rest of you going to do?
Honestly, I wanted to try to rob the shinobi up here we stag.
Thick thief.
Okay. How are you going to try to do that?
Well, I guess I'll try to have a look to see if it's even in a visible spot.
Yeah, you can see him. I mean, you've
Oh, I mean the tag
basically
itself.
tried to hide on the same roof as this guy. Sorry, the what itself?
Well, if the tag itself is visible.
Oh, if his no, it definitely wouldn't be. He looks like he's quite stealthy and is hiding those things, but it looks like he's sitting here like he was ready for an ambush, and I was just watching them go over to the fights. But you would know that it's usually people would keep it like on a belt or around their neck or something. But you can give me a instinct check if you want to try and see one hidden on him.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Damn. A couple of 20 and over. But yes, you would see that he's got a whole string, like wrapped around his shoulder and waist that is he's got about 5 tags on him as well.
So where did you say they are again?
So it's like a rope that kind of goes over one shoulder and is wrapped around his waist, so it's kind of coming across his chest. Yeah, you can kind of see it in the art. He's got all of the like buckles and things. You'll see that they're hanging off of his outfit.
Oh yeah, why not? I'll try to sneak behind them and like cut the belt and grab it. Hopefully, he doesn't notice.
Okay, yeah. How would you like to try and do that? Thinking finesse might be a good one to try and roll, unless you've got a specific ability that for stealing things, which I imagine you
I
must.
have expertise in thief, like experience, not expertise, experience.
Yeah, so you could try and make a roll and then spend a hope to add that to the roll.
Yeah, that's what I will attempt. Okay, let's see. Trait. And I have advantage from my I need to use for my domain card. No, just straight up advantage on stealing items from a target.
Oh, nice.
So finesse, advantage, and a +5 total because I'm expending the hope. Well, that's not good.
Okay, so yes, you will manage to steal at least one of these tags, but he is going to notice you as, yeah. What does it look like as you try and take the tag? How many are you going?
I cut the belt and went to grab the tags, but he notices and moves, so I only managed to grab one of them.
Yeah, and with because you rolled with fear, he is going to, when he moves, he's going to try and throw a kunai at you as he just jumps back and throws a knife instinctively.
You?
D20, okay.
Yeah, the GM rolls a d20, that you guys roll the d12s, which gives my rolls a lot more kind of variance, but yours are on a better bell curve.
Yeah, I'll make it hit my armor and take nothing.
Okay, so unbeknownst to everyone else around here, that this shinobi and phantom are now like standing across from each other as the shinobi is looking back at you, but he doesn't say anything. It's just, you just see these eyes glaring back at you from under the mask.
Yeah, like I slowly put the tag away into like one of the pouches I have on my belt.
And I'm going to spend a point of fear as he's going to rush towards you and try and take that back as he just rushes forward and tries to stab it. just springs in close towards you and tries to thrust at you with a dagger in his hand, but you easily dodge out of the way.
Oh, fuck yeah, we're dagger off. I'll stab him as well. Dagger.
It's a fight happening in the shadows.
Oh, I think did it roll for me? Okay, they accidentally rolled. Should have probably missed.
Yeah, 6 is gonna miss. Just remember you can target your
Yeah, I know.
person you're attacking.
I'm used to like the 5e when it asks me for something. I just clicked the dagger icon and it immediately rolled, and then told me, "Don't forget to target enemies."
Yeah, so that just to those of you who are new to Foundry, if you hover over the target you're trying to hit and you press T on your keyboard, it'll target them, and then the roll will automatically like tell you if it hits or misses and deal damage and stuff like that. Yeah, so because he rolled with fear, he is actually going to dodge out of the way, and then he's going to move, and he's going to leap between the two rooftops over a guard that is standing there none the wiser, and tries to get a little bit of distance between. Yeah, he jumps right up onto the other one. It's within far range. So he's just standing looking back at you. But down on the ground, what are the rest of you doing as this fight is happening up on the rooftops that you haven't noticed?
You're gonna see Elan putting on from his back pocket. He takes out a pair of gloves and just puts them on. And then he will start fighting. He's gonna move up to this unsuspecting fool and start throwing hands.
He is restrained by binds still. Yeah, what do you do with this poor restrained fool? As you definitely knocking him out at the very least.
Oh, since he's restrained, Elan walks up to him with his gloves, sees him struggling with the vines, and then he, for lack of a better word, discombobulates him.
You see this brief flash of light as his eyes roll back, and he just falls limp in the vines. With his friend's smash. I think I had a stroke there. His friend's smashed face lying next to him. And up ahead, it looks like Neza and Kagetora are making their way into the arena.
Yes. I thought there was a challenge.
Yeah, I'll send a picture of what the ref looks like, because I just didn't have time to import it, but I'll send it in Discord. So that is that's who you see kind of sitting, like kneeling on a pillow there with the tea set next to her as you all approach, and she says, "Good evening, warriors? Are you here to battle in the arena?
Just dangles the tags and is like, I guess so.
Already have a tag. Wonderful. Is everyone already registered? As she looks over at the other two, and the Ronin will show his tags as well. It looks like he's also holding about 5, just his Genpuku tags. But there's a good chance if he had more, he lost them. Yeah, actually, if Nez is entering as well, the Ronin will call over his other 2 surviving buddies who were just going and sitting down in the stands, and they both sigh and make their way behind him and give a bow. But yeah, Kagetore, are you doing anything to or saying anything to the ref before she pours the tea?
No, show the tags already. Sign in. Go to the arena. Face with the challenger.
So the ref will begin to pour this death tea into these 3. You'll see these black teacups that they look like they were smashed and then put back together with gold, as you just see the cracks in these cups with this glittering gold, as she starts to do a bit of a tea ceremony and pours it expertly before offering it out to each of you. And one by one, everyone goes up and receives a cup of this death tea. Now, the mechanic of this, I think I can quickly share in the chat, but essentially, the first time you get a critical strike, it will instantly kill your enemy, but if you don't get a critical strike before your next long rest, you will die.
Okay.
Oh well, with my track record, that shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah, with getting a crit.
As this starts, Zagreus has gone into the tavern, into the storage room, and he's brought out. Basically, think of it like at a football game with the guys who like sell hot dogs and drinks and stuff. He basically has like a tray full of wine. And he's just going around being like, "Get yourself a wine, two handfuls of, or 1 handful of gold each. Get yourself some wine. Get yourself some wine." And he's going around just in each of the stands.
Yeah, either you can make a check now to see how much you sell doing that. Oh, I suppose if you're selling out in the stands, then yeah, you can do that. Because I was going to say we'll deal with the money you get from the tavern afterwards when you go and collect.
Yeah. So would that be a presence?
Yeah,
Probably.
so.
Yeah. All right, and could I use my acting performance, but experience?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. And do I get advantage or disadvantage?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, advantage and disadvantage aren't that common to get in this game, but yeah, good shout for asking. If you've got a way that you think you could give yourself advantage, you can always point that out, but generally it's not that common. But with a 15 with hope, you will absolutely succeed and people start buying wine left, right, and center as you are going to
Oh, and I
earn
get
some
that
money.
back. Oh. Wait. Hold
yeah,
on.
so you,
Did the game automatically give me my hope back? Like, did it just
Yeah.
do that?
yeah,
Oh, that's crazy.
yeah. Don't if you rolled with hope, don't manually add hope. It does it automatically. 'Cause
Yeah,
otherwise-
I saw that it like took away my hope, but then I checked back and it had. Okay.
yeah, because you rolled with hope, so you got another one back. You spent
Yeah.
it and then got it right back. But you are going to get 3 handfuls of gold as you start selling in the stands and as people crowd in to see the fight. Now they are all getting drunk on wine too.
All right.
Showing an item in the chat is a little bit more complex than I thought. But they are sitting there on the floor if you want to pick one up. But yeah, after you drink this tea, you instantly kill your target when you critically succeed on an attack. If you don't crit on an attack before your next long rest, you die. So I've told you the whole description already. Then, without further ado, as you have drank your tea, the Ronin will make their way to the center of the arena and get into an attack start.
Oh well. Time to spice it up. I use. So I spent 3 hope to use beast form. The pack predator and transforms into a hyena. And the stat I raise is strength.
Oh, let me see if I've actually got a tag on. Does it mention how big your beast form is?
No, it just says blah 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 blah. It just says basically that blah 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 transforms into a creature of your tier lower blah 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 stuff, but there's no mention. I think it's just the same size as the actual creature.
Yeah, well, that's fine. We'll make it large for now as you turn into a hyena, and the others are not laughing at that as the main Ronin he draws his sword slowly and stands in position. Just as I will make you suffer for what you've said about the gods, Kagetore. And yeah, I think if you are at the ready, if you've drawn your sword, he's probably going to rush at Kagetori first as the other two go for the hyena. But
I'll let Kakatora go first. After all, he was the
Also,
one
he
challenge.
goes on me first.
Yeah, there's no initiative necessarily, but you can jump in when you're trying to do something, and I can interrupt you by spending fear. So
Mm. So I thought like get out my sword and run into him to attempt to attack and slash him.
awesome. Yeah, you can target him hovering over him and pressing T, and then should be able to use your weapon to actually make an attack against him. You may need to take a step forward into melee range as well.
So I get in front of them and attempt to attack with my sword.
Yeah, remember to target him, as I said.
Oh, with the T.
Yeah, so you do that before you roll, but a 12 is going to be a miss as your swords clash together, and yeah, you'll earn that point of hope still, but he blocks your attack, and I'm going to spend a point of fear here to make him attack you back, as he's going to use Goading Strike, and he's going to make a standard attack against you and try and taunt you into just facing him. Let's see if that. Okay, it does. He misses horribly. So yeah, no extra effects there. As your swords clash, he tries to push you back and slash at you, but you easily block that one as well. Back to you guys.
Oh well. It's time. I just go for this guy. And luckily, where was it? I found the feature. Let's see if that's the. Oh, there it is. It's that one. I wonder why it does not have the modifier. That's weird. Let's see. That's when I succeed in attack. Perfect. That is. Let's see if it.
Are you attacking the same guy, or are you going for the smaller dude?
I'm going for the smaller dude.
Okay.
Weird. Oh, here it is. I was looking for the beast attack, that's why. That does not seem. Wait, seriously?
I think it always automatically rolls the damage.
Okay.
You see under where it says target, it should say 0 hits, 1 miss. Can you see that?
It says hit and then current. That's what I see.
Oh, okay. No, on my screen it says 0 hits, 1 miss. That's
okay, perfect. Yeah, because I thought, that was too low. Oh well.
so. Yeah, as you run towards this guy, he just freaks out and he starts running away. As I'm going to spend another point of fear, and both of those guys are going to try and run around you, Neza, and they are going to make an attack against you. They are minions, so they attack together.
They can certainly try.
So I just double check. Yeah, okay. So I spend a fear to spotlight all of this these smaller Ronin within close range, and they move into melee range and make one shared attack roll. On a success, they'll deal damage for each of them. Oh, wait, maybe I can actually roll.
That's a pretty good one.
That's a hit, so you're actually going to take 6. It's going to be 6 damage total. So, but deal damage.
Well, it would be, but I'm using 1 armor slot to take 0.
Okay, very nice. So as they are slashing at you, you tank those attacks, and we go back to you guys. And remember, just because you're not in that central fight doesn't mean you can't make a move. Everyone else can still act.
Can I chase after the shinobi?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I try to like run after him and jump, and when I'm in the air, throw the grabber at him. The grappler, sorry.
Sick.
Would I make like what is it? Not finesse. It's a different skill. Agility or anything before I leap to attack.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you've got any abilities that let you move or climb or something like that. If not, then yeah, you can make an agility check to try and jump between the roofs. Although you've got, don't you have like purposeful design, and you've got a couple of things for climbing around, don't you?
I have a
Or was that-
grapple hook to climb around.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Oh, it's Zagreus that can climb stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, no. From the edge of the roof, it's in close range, so you don't need to roll for that. You can just leap between roofs.
Yeah, I'll leap then make my attack with the grappler.
Nice. Okay, that is definitely.
And it will move the shinobi right next to me. I just like leap towards that side, and as I jump, I throw the grappler, grab it by the belt, and pull him towards me, and just like knee them in the chest as I land.
You know what, I'm going to spend a point of fear to make him attack you back and try and stab you as you like drive him into the roof here. Keep rolling 3s. So no, he tries to stab you, but that knee just connects and knocks the wind out of him. He's badly hurt.
And yeah, I'll spend all of my hope. Actually, wait, can I? Oh, there we go. And use my ability. Where are you? I use Rogue's Dodge. Get +2 to my evasion until the next time I'm hit, or long rest.
Very cool. Okay. Yeah, I've only got 1 point of fear left, so he's not. He won't be attacking immediately, but you're now circling each other. can also just make another attack. Like as long as you've got hope to spend, you can keep doing stuff. This
Oh, I don't have hope to spend. It was all my hope.
yeah, I mean a normal attack wouldn't spend. You know what I'm saying? Just there's no like you can do multiple things in a turn. I would ask that you don't do more than 3 to 5 things before giving someone else a chance to do something. But yeah, you guys are gonna have to just jump in there if you want to act.
Yeah, then I'll I'll try to stab him with my dagger then, and wrap up this part at least. Oh, that's very bad.
Okay, so yeah, you roll with fear, which means I do get to act afterwards. But how do you finish him?
Just quickly slice the throat and try like to grab the the belt with the tags in my other hand.
Yeah, as he falls dead, he's gonna roll off of the rooftop as he clatters down onto the ground next to the guard that was down below. And as you're standing up at the top now, holding his 5 tags, the guard looks up at you, and yeah, instinctively he's going to draw his bow and just say, "You stop right there! Show me your tags. Or I'll show you how good of a shot I am."
Yeah, since he can see me holding like all of those tags, I'll reach to my pouch to take out the other tag I stole beforehand.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say at this point we're gonna do a reaction roll here because
Okay.
he's threatening you, and this is how you react. I'm going to because the difference is with a reaction roll you don't
Can't
earn
lose
hope
hope.
or fear.
Yeah.
But I'm going to. Does that work?
Oh, it
Oh, yeah.
might. Let's see.
I can prompt you. Maybe
Yeah,
you
he
click
did.
it.
And I add nothing, so roll. I succeeded with fear. Or failed. I'm not sure if I have to beat the DC, like go higher or not.
No, meets it, beats it, but and because it's a reaction roll, the fear doesn't mean that much, other than he like keeps his bow drawn for a second and then stops and goes, "Okay, but I'm watching you. If you want to start killing people, you've got to go to the arena." And then he's going to turn his attention to the dead shinobi, fucking Scorpion Clan, and starts dragging the body over to the side so it's not in the path of everyone.
Yeah, then I'll just hop off and walk to Zagreus for now. Spend some time walking to him and to watch the fight.
Oh well. It's time. Let's just finish those guys. Oh, close. Ooh. Perfect. Does that actually finish, or not finish, like bring that guy down?
It does, absolutely. Yeah, these are minions, so if they take
Oh,
damage, they go.
perfect. And then I'm just putting the snout and then looking at this guy, trying to intimidate him to running away.
Yeah, no roll necessary. You can hear the sword shaking in his hand as he's like holding it towards you, but slowly trying to back away. He's like, "No, good puppy."
Not good, Poppy. Poppy attack. Okay, is that a hit?
No, that just misses as he like turns around and starts running. He's just like, no, please. And you kind of chase.
Perfect. I chase after him. and we can go to Zacharias. Not Zacharias, Kagatora.
I'm actually going to spend a point of fear for that guy as he runs away from you, and he's going to run over to this to a bunch of spears and like Yari spears that are stocked up here, and he kind of drops his sword and grabs one of those, and then turns it out to point at you, like he's trying to get some range. But that's all he does. He can't attack with it yet.
Oh damn. So let me just check something. So I want to spend 3 hope points and use no mercy.
Oh, okay, nice. That's cool. You've got +1 on your attacks. Are you gonna make an attack as well?
Okay, so I try to stab.
You might need to add the +1 manually.
Before I roll?
Yeah, it should pop, like, it should, actually, it might automatically roll it for you. I don't think you might not be able to add it.
Okay, so let me just roll and see
Yeah,
if it's...
if whatever you click to send that to the chat, if that can actually activate it on your sheet, then it should work. Otherwise, you'll just have
Oh,
to add
okay,
it
okay.
in. I honestly don't know what is automated in Foundry. It seems like most things are, but I don't know.
All this is
Um,
automated.
I know one thing is not automated, and that's the evolution part. But that's all.
Seems like they are actually Nomes is I'm not sure if it's the main thing or if it's free hub. Actually, it's not. It's the class, so might be automated.
Yeah, I think it should show up when you make an attack, like it did there for Phantom. Then I'm not sure how
Okay,
you
so
apply
let
that.
me check.
If you
Worst
go to
case
class,
scenario, we edit manually.
It may have an apply button, but
yeah, if you go to like the class and where it says No Mercy, there is like the little photo of it. Does it have like a green outline around it?
Yeah, it's in green
So
outline.
click it and just remove the box where it says hope because you already manually spent it, and then activate it, and maybe it will add the +1 automatically. There we go.
yeah, there we go. So now it's applied to you. So when you make an attack roll, it
Okay, okay.
should work. Also, for the evolution thing for Neza, bear in mind that I think only applies on someone that has just made an attack. So it's like the way that it's worded, I think you kind of have to do that manually just because it doesn't always apply.
That's correct. Yeah, I think you think about what's called the hop strike.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, it's just yeah. I just noticed it, but that's fine.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay,
We'll get used to the system as we go. But yes, Kagetora, you were about to stab us.
I roll.
That is gonna miss again. He blocks another attack, which yeah would have hurt him for sure. But
Damn,
his evasion is a bit high. Yeah, and as you clash with him, I'm actually going to spend another point of fear to have him use momentum. Oh, that momentum is a different. He's going to try and attack back. And if he succeeds, then I actually earn fear because of the blade mark. So he does 3 points of damage there, which is probably only minor damage to you. You might be able to
Yeah,
even use
minor.
arms.
You can click on the armor if you want to use the armor to block it.
Okay, so I use my armor.
You should see a box and when you
Mm-hmm.
hit it.
And none damage.
Okay, nice. Unfortunately, because he has momentum, when he makes a successful attack, I gain a point of fear. So that didn't seem to automatically give me the fear. That's for.
Might have healed him for a fear.
He hasn't taken any damage. It just, I don't know why it shows up like that, but doesn't matter. But yeah, he's going to just sort of take a few steps back as he makes that attack. Your swords clash, and he is pushed back, still within close range.
Oh, he's leaving the range.
Oh, he's still in very close range, but yeah, he's
Yeah,
moving
but,
out of melee range.
You might have an ability. Go get Tori.
But I have this one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can make a reaction roll. I can prompt you for that because it's. Oh, actually, you can click if it's a reaction or not.
What kind of reaction?
A
This is attack.
reaction roll. So you can, as it says there, you can make a reaction roll using a trait of your choice against their difficulty, and then on a success, you can choose one of those effects or two if you get a crit. So either they can't move from where they are, you deal damage to them equal to your primary weapon's damage, or you move with them.
So like I can use agility reaction.
Yeah, if you try and roll an agility check, it should have a little checkbox to make it a reaction.
Okay, I see this.
If you go to also if you look at at the menu that's not in the character sheet and you go to traits, there is like a green arrow that you can hit that says that uses this as a reaction.
Okay, that's not going to be enough. Was that as a reaction roll? It didn't. I mean, did you click that? It doesn't look like it gave me fear, so I'm assuming. Oh yeah, it says reaction roll up at the top. So yeah, that's not going to be enough to use one of those effects, but it is still back to you guys.
Well, I would like to say that as this is all going on inside the tavern, you can probably even hear the crowd cheering from in there as they're watching the illusions of everyone fighting in the arena. And even more bets are probably being placed as the fight goes on. Some people coming in later.
Yeah, by this
There's
point,
obviously a certain point where like bets stop being placed, but honestly, yeah, I'd probably say it like at this point in the battle, no more bets are being placed, but you can hear people cheering and stuff.
yeah, at this point, he's got an entire crate of gold that he's now storing and for all of those bets. So that gold is sitting there. You should get a cut of it, but who knows? Maybe you want to steal it, or but there is an extra crate of gold sitting in the back. What about Elon? We haven't heard anything from you for a while. Are you just stealing the tags off of those two dead guys, or are you doing something else?
No, he's not seeing the tags. Elon is gonna, yeah, just try and move up. How could you see how far you can move, or is that not a thing here?
Usually, you would be able to move in close range, but there isn't really a limit. Some abilities let you move to far range instantly, but close range is essentially the same as like your 30 feet or whatever in D&D. So that's
Yeah, I
your
see.
normal move. But you're not currently like in a fight, so there's nothing really stopping you. If you are trying to attack that guy, then yeah, close range would make sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna spend one hope to cast Arcane Barrage on the guy on the roof for 5 points of damage. Oh, did I not target him?
No, you didn't target him, but yeah, also because all of these are new, just please sort of over-explain your abilities the first few times you use them.
Once per rest, spend any number of hope and shoot magical projectiles that strikes a target of your choice within close range. Roll a number of d6s equal to the hope spent and deal that much magic damage to the target.
Oh, cool. So it just automatically hits, but depends on how much hope you pump into it. No.
I guess it's just an at-will magic missile, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, you can flavor that however you want. Whatever your spell looks like. It could be anything.
Yeah, so Ilan. Chance. Actually,
Can you
Okay.
just roll it again so that we can... wait,
yes.
Never mind, I can just deal damage.
Oh.
There we go. Yeah, so he takes major damage there on that one.
I'm pretty sure he got. I'm pretty sure you can just basically in target just press the target 40 and then it would target him.
Yeah, I also targeted him like by pressing T when before I cast the spell, but I guess it's new. So
Getting
it
old.
was targeting him. I don't know why. I just didn't auto do the damage.
oh well.
But yeah, that definitely, he gets completely lit up by that, and then you know what, he's going to leap off of the roof, and he's going to mark a point of stress to use one of his abilities to give himself advantage basically on this attack, and he's going to leap off the roof towards you and try and stab you from the air. As yeah, wait, he has backstab. That's what I was meant to press. So he's supposed to have advantage, which for me is like normal advantage, but that's still only a 9. on a 12. Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, he jumps down and tries to slash at you, but you step back and just plunges that dagger right into the ground.
Oh,
As he looks back at you, still
so
silent.
that's how it works.
Can Zagreus hop into that fight? Because he probably sees it from across the arena where he's at.
Yeah, I mean you're doing the illusion, so you're probably seeing a lot of this stuff. But sure.
Yeah, I mean, like, hop into the fight with Elon.
Yeah.
So,
that's-
so I can only move. You said, oh shoot, hello. Okay, I can only move like close range.
You could move to far range, but that would be you like dashing, like sprinting your way over there.
Okay, then.
If you want to get all the way up to them, I'll say you
Yeah.
can mark a point of stress as you're
God.
really trying to rush to get around.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I go there, and then I'm gonna mark some stress. I can't do that there. Okay, I see.
You should just be able to click on the number, like on your HUD, and it should just go up by one. So the little lightning bolts should say
Oh,
0.
I see.
Click
Yeah,
on there.
yeah,
it
yeah.
should spin.
There we go. Okay, I marked some stress. And then where did I go? Oh, I'm still there. Okay. I run up to there. Okay. Mine is. Did I move for you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I don't see my token anymore.
odd.
You can't see him now?
No. He's still. Well, I found him. He's still at the stands. Hold on. Let me refresh.
I gotta refresh.
Actually, wait. Let me. I'll still keep the stress because I'm running pretty far. But I'm actually going to. Actually, hold on. Let me read something real quick. Oh, within far range. Okay, never mind. Sorry, I'm reading this because I'm gonna do that. And I wanted to ask a question. If so, I'm kind of thinking for his because it just says channel raw energy from within yourself to unleash against them. I kind of perceive that for Zagreus to be more like he like it like comes up like an aura around him and then his eyes glow and then um he like unleashes kind of like psychic damage on them and makes them go crazy and like hurt themselves. Kind of like confusion in Pokemon where like when they're confused they like hurt themselves. I'm kind of thinking like that, but I could also change it if you don't think that.
Yeah, I mean, you can flavor it literally however you like. That does sound like something you might actually be able to get, like as a spell. But yeah,
I
I
looked
mean,
through the spells before, and there wasn't really anything kind of like that for at least, or at least from what I read. Like no,
yeah,
like
I mean, look,
make someone hurt themselves.
well, this is the beauty of Daggerheart. You can literally flavor your spell casting however you like. It's mechanically, it's going to do the same amount of damage. So yeah, but maybe you can just describe how that, like, what does he do to hurt himself? What do you make
Yeah,
him do?
yeah. All right, wait, hold on. There we go. Okay. So, I'm going to roll. It's instinct. Yep. Okay, I see that now. Okay, and then so I target him. Got it. Okay. Roll. Okay. Oh, come on. I changed my dice and it doesn't show it for me. Damn it. Oh well.
Wait, does that require a roll? Oh, a spellcast roll, yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, a 14 is going to hit.
Okay, and then I roll
Yeah, a number of d10 equal to
Yeah,
however many tokens.
and I get 2 tokens since I'm not like a high level because it's equal to your spell cast trait. So I don't know how I put tokens on cards, I'm not going to lie. Oh wait, this might be it. Okay, I see. Never mind. Okay, so I'm gonna use 1, so I'll roll 1d10. How do I roll a d10? Just a random one.
You look in the. Yeah, I'm not sure. There's probably a way to do it from your stat block, but I think you've already rolled the thing. So just under the chat box in the bottom right, you should see a couple of dice down there. Just find the d10 and
Oh, I see.
click one there and hit roll.
Okay. So just rolling 1. Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you, if you get max damage, that would be severe damage against this guy. So that's
That'd be
still
fun.
okay. It's not severe, but it is major damage. How do you want to do this?
All right, so basically Zagreus kind of shows up a little bit behind Elon, and the guy turns his head towards him, and as soon as he turns their head, Zagreus's eyes just start to glow this purplish greenish light, and then when the eyes fade away, the guy starts laughing insane, like a very loud Joker-esque laugh, and he just what weapon does he have?
A dagger. He's got a
So he,
tough hook.
yeah, he has his dagger, and then he takes it and he just stabs it repeatedly into his chest, his stomach, his face, just stabbing himself over and over while laughing crazily and smiling like a lunatic.
The guard that's standing watching this from the top is like, that's not how seppuku is meant to be done.
Yeah.
This guy dies laughing.
Do you need some ibuprofen?
No. That's just something I've learned to do over the years.
Ominous.
I am going to spend a
just didn't
point
want
of
you getting
fear
hurt.
here as the guard sees you doing this, and then is also going to do kind of like what they did to Phantom as he draws his bow and says, "You two, you're starting fights in the street. You better show me your tags."
Uh-oh. He like leans over and whispers to Elon, "Do you have a tag?"
Look, man, I didn't start no fight.
I saw you
I'm-
casting spells at that rooftop.
I'm going to make a presence roll to try to persuade him that it was not our fault and that he just went crazy and killed himself.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, give me a second. Okay. And I think I can use my performance experience for this because I'm putting on an act trying. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to figure out how to change my dice because I thought I did it and I didn't. So.
And I'm going to interject here and use my ancestral, my Aether ancestry. Why can't I not put this in chat? There you go. That will now be rolled with hope instead.
Oh, cool. Okay. So hold on, let me. So you can mark a hope. I'll remove that fear.
Wait, do I roll with, or do I get the hope?
Yeah, you get the
a
hope.
hope. You rolled with
Oh.
fear. Elon changed that to a hope. instead of beer.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So yeah, then as you were saying this, he goes, "Oh wait, you're that wine merchant. You know, you guys make some good stuff. I'm not gonna sweat it over a dead shinobi. You guys enjoy your day." And he goes back
Thank
to his
you.
boat to continue
Don't
washing.
forget to get some wine when you're done with your shift.
So I definitely will. And gives you a short little bow, but he seems convinced. I suppose he'll probably go and start removing the body instead.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, we
What
better
do we-
head back and watch the rest of the fight, shall we?
yeah.
All right.
Suppose it should be done by
Zagreus.
soon.
Yeah, Zagreus heads back over to the stands next to Phantom, and they watch the fight.
Very, very subtle.
I've got no fear to spend, so what are you guys doing?
Well, since no one jumps in, I'm just like, I just runs towards him, and it's like basically showing no fear. Or maybe I show fear.
Well then.
Yeah, not enough fear for him to do anything about it. As he tries to thrust that that Yari towards you, but you easily move much quicker and grab a hold of him as he starts screaming, and that because you rolled with a point of fear, you're gonna hear some laughter coming from the top of the arena, where you're gonna see that a new figure has arrived and is watching this fight, but he seems to be talking to the referee at the same time. So, but yeah, that guy's very dead.
Oh well. I just like my job is done, and I drop my beast form and is just walking out because, like, yeah,
Yeah, as you get there, the guy that's standing talking to the referee, he's going to stop you and he'll say, "Hello there, little hyena. You're quite the fighter. I would be honored if you would join me in the arena, so I may test my skills against a worthy opponent."
Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna retcon the dropping the beast form and staying in it, and just say, well, sure. Let's get down there and test it.
Yeah, the ref will hand him a cup of tea as well as he downs it. Ah, finally, my blade will taste blood. And he walks into the arena. And Kagetore, you're still in a fight, but as you catch him out the corner of your eye, you know that he is one of the current standing champions of the Tier 1 arena. So this is one of the smaller arenas in Tsukika, but this guy has made a name for himself in this arena already. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to move you.
Oh, that's fine.
But yeah, as they're approaching, what's going on in that duel in the middle?
So I just tell to Neza if he know who he's accept the challenge with, and saying that he's the champion of this arena.
Oh well. At least I don't have to fight some weakling that dies just by being stepped on.
And yet again, I'm trying to hit Azab. So I get very close to him. Try hit again.
You guys still haven't connected with each other. It's been quite a duel back and forth. Maybe this is the moment things shift. Remember, if you get a crit, it's an instant kill.
His next roll is a crit, don't worry about it. Well, I believed.
Okay, so yeah, he's going to take 2 hit points. How do you land that slash enough to injure him? Not terribly, but it does injure him.
So I swing my sword to his leg, left leg. Get a slash.
Yeah, you slash one of his legs and it kind of drops down to one knee. And then I'm going to actually spend a point of fear here as yeah, he's going to kind of laugh as he just goes, finally. But the gods won't choose you again, Kagetore. This is where you will die. And he's going to spend a point of fear here to recover 2 hit points and 2 points of stress as he uses an adrenaline burst. He can only do this once, but he gets those 2 hit points back.
Bro, what the?
As he stands back up and it looks like you haven't hurt him as much as he thought. But maybe that's just inspiring you to hurt him more. as we now go back to you guys. I've got no more fear.
We have nothing to fear. Oh, now I understand what these like devil icons are. They are fear the GM have.
Be not afraid.
Yeah. What do you think they were?
I was thinking there was something like the countdown clock I heard about.
Oh no, they are countdowns, but those will show up later. That
Well,
if you can see, if there's a lot of purple devil skulls up there, that's bad for you guys. But
There's one more right now.
I think you have a fear now. And I don't think that hits the champion.
no,
At least
don't think it does.
At least I hope so. Because if I kill him with that, I'm like, I just walk away.
Yeah, not much of a champion if you kill him with a 9, but no, as you kind of lunge towards him and try and take this bite, he just steps out of the way, and it's like you should have landed that bite, but he's standing next to you, and he says, "Come on now, let's make this interesting."
Well, since he says that, let's try. I think that hits. I hope at least.
That is gonna hit, but if he has faltering armor, he's gonna
And
reduce by 1d10.
yeah, but still he cannot reduce this because I mark 1 stress to make him vulnerable. So even though his armor is, I'm still just on his left leg, just basically the claws down, pulls them down, and just starts shredding that. While it may not do any, shall I say, let's call it resolve to him. It's still gonna make him vulnerable because that's what the effect of the the hoppling strike is.
Yeah. That's very cool. I just trying to see if there's somewhere I can apply the vulnerable condition.
And meanwhile, Kakatora can take it.
I don't know if I continue to fight with Azab or join Neza and fight the champion.
He says, "I'll make that decision for you," and he's gonna make a goading attack against you again.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, he doesn't want you to turn your attention to anyone else, so he does the. Okay, so he hits you, and you are going to be taunted, which the next time a taunted target attacks, they have disadvantage against targets other than him.
Gonna use again my armor. And I get a minor damage. And I attack him.
Did that apply the damage? I have to click deal damage.
This is not apply?
It doesn't look like it. I didn't see it popping up. Did it give you a prompt?
Oh,
There
there.
we go. Perfect. Yeah, he lands a slash. He tries to cut for your stomach, but it goes mostly across your chest plate. Now we're back to you guys.
Wait, can I try hit him back?
Yeah, we're back to your turn. You can do whatever you like.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that one knocks him back a bit. Because it takes that hit. There's nothing you can do about it. Oh, although I forgot about his momentum because he got a successful attack. I was supposed to benefit before, but it's still your guys' turn. You've landed one hit, only minor damage though.
Okay. So you take one hit, right? Barely injured.
Yeah, he took that hit. It dealt one hit point to him. It was minor.
Okay, okay.
But yeah, it seems like you've figured out his patterns now as you're managing to land these hits. Now everyone's just hoping for a crit.
We will see. I just take my attack against this guy. Weird. Why does it
a 14 will hit as you land that. Are you biting him, I assume?
Yes, I'm biting into him.
Well, then he is going to mark a point of stress, as I'll spend a point of fear as well, and as he's going to just raise his sword and then swing out in a wide arc that is actually against everyone within close, or very close range of him. So can he make? Yeah, actually, he's going to move over. To here, and he's going to make this attack against both Kagetora and Neza.
Hey, yo.
You also have a similar ability. Kagetori.
Yeah, the whirlwind.
Yes.
Roll that one further step.
No.
So if he succeeds, you are going to lose a number of hope equal to the HP that you mark from this attack. So both of you lose 1 point of hope.
Oh well, that's fine. I was anyway at the max hope.
Okay.
I don't know if it does that automatically. You may have to.
I
It,
removed
it,
it
it does
manually.
not do that automatically. I removed it.
Yeah, me too.
So yeah, as he slashes out, Kagetora, you get hit in the back as he's now facing Neza with his sword out. But that's all the fear I have to spend. Go back to you.
Oh well, it's time to just do some attacks against him.
Oh, he's got momentum as well. I didn't know.
I don't care about momentum. I just care about attacking him.
He reduces that to minor damage.
I just get around since it seems that since the champion can do it, I should be able to do also. Just attacking the target. Which triggers another feature. Just let's see here. When you succeed against the same target and attack immediately before you. Oh well. Oh well. Good to know that next time.
Yeah, so you can do that to kind of add into someone else's attack. But that is cool. Yeah, you definitely you hurt him as now the Ronin is badly injured and suddenly his focus is split. So, no, the gods would not allow this. This isn't over. And he's going to make one more attack. I'm going to spend another point of fear, and he's going to go for Kagetora again.
What if Sindere?
Oh, and he misses.
So I want to use the ability. This one. I'm gonna use one hope.
You have to succeed on an attack first before you use that one. So,
So I need to attack first, and then
when you make a successful attack against a target, then you can spend a hope to use that against all the other targets within very close range. So, yeah, it's cool. Roll your attack, and if you miss, you can add the hope back.
Oh, okay. So Just I need to target both of them, or
Yeah, you can shift T to. Oh no, actually, just target the one, and then I'll apply the damage to the other one if you succeed.
okay. So I targeted Azab yet again. And I miss.
That is going to be a miss. So yeah, you can add the hope back from that feature, as that was
Okay.
also with fear instead. Did that give me a fear or no? Oh yeah, it did. So with that, we're going to go to the GM turn, and the other samurai is going to go for Neza. Because he says, "You there, I'm not done with you." And is going to make one more attack.
Okay.
Ooh, max damage.
Severe is 3, right?
Yeah. Can't you just click heal them?
Oh well, that's fine.
And then, because he succeeded, and with momentum, he gets that earns me another point of fear, and he has a feature called Relentless, which means he can be spotlighted up to 3 times per GM turn. It still costs fear each time, but he's going to try and attack Neza again as he goes for a double slap.
That does not hit.
But yeah, so he misses with the second one, just clattering his sword down into the ground. You see it actually breaks some of the tiles. This guy seems way tougher than the Ronin. Back to you guys.
Yes, it's worth it. Okay. So for a moment I dropped the form so I can use regeneration on myself, which will cost me, let me see, three hopes. Okay, so that's which will that's nice. That heals me for 2, and then I spent my remaining hope to invoke the evolution again, bringing me back to the form, and then just to add insult to injury, try to attack him. I don't know if that hits.
That won't hit. He'll block that one, but says, "Oh, I haven't seen tricks like that before. You must not be local."
Perfect, and that brings us to Kakatora.
Or anyone else who wants to jump in. Remind you, you are still in the game.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, but the thing is like if one of us jumped in, wouldn't we also have to drink like the death tea?
Yeah, I mean, right now they are in like a sanctioned match. You know, there's so if you want to join that, you're entering the arena. You're going to need a tag to enter the arena, and they've all agreed to do this death match, this death tea match. So Yeah, but you could do something from the crowd. You know, you could try. I don't know. I suppose we don't have any bards, but I don't know if you have abilities that can help allies, or if you're doing something in the
Not,
crowd. If you want to
not
try and sell more
I
booze, or steal stuff.
I actually have an idea. Zagreus is gonna go down and in front of at least these two, um, in front of these two sections of seating, Zagreus is going to put on a cheerleading performance for Neza and Kagetore.
Hell yes.
He's
So you can
basically
make a check for that, and if you succeed, they'll get advantage on their next attempt.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I'm gonna do a presence roll, and I'm going to spend a hope to use my acting performance experience. And I'm going to cheer for them, get the audience all hyped up, make them feel better about everything, and overall boost morale for them. Or at least I'm going to try to. So, all right, let's see.
Okay, that's a success with fear. So, yes, people do start chanting, but some people also start chanting for the enemy. Like you've definitely riled up the crowd, but half of them are chanting for your allies and half for your enemies. So everyone in the arena right now is going to get advantage on their next attack.
Okay. Zagreus is going to go back and sit down.
I would like to um, use my experience, the art of the sword. So, like, what it's give me?
That'll give you a +2 to your roll. So you can usually spend those things like while you're making the roll.
Okay.
When you make your attack, you'll see there's a section where you can add an experience and spend a hope to do them. But yeah, the art of the sword is pretty appropriate right now.
So how I use it? Like
So you can make your attack, and then it should ask you, like, where it asks you if you've got advantage or whatever, you should be able to click your experience there, and then it'll add that +2 experience to your attack roll.
like until now I used my sword to roll, and it's automatically roll, not asking me something else.
Oh, okay.
If you're doing it from like that, whenever you click on the like roll the dice, it'll show you like the duality roll where you can, and then like what the hope and the fear dice, and then right below that it says experiences, and then it's your 2 experiences, and you can click on that and then roll, and it'll automatically add it and take away your hope and stuff.
No, but if you use like the quick one, like with
The reaction
weapons,
roll?
not the reaction. If you click on your on your art, next to your art, you can see that there are weapons, at least as the used weapons. If you click one of them, it immediately rolls. It doesn't ask you.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Ignore that, by the way. I was just testing. Yeah, I'm not. Maybe
Yeah, it's
try
fine.
doing
It's
it
just
from your.
it's a +2. We
Yeah.
can easily add that. Man,
Yeah.
just spend the hope to use that.
Oh, it takes hope.
Yeah, just to
Okay.
use experience costs 1 hope.
Okay. So -1, and I attempt.
Okay, nice. That's a hit. That hurts him. He's almost down.
So now can I use the
Yes, now you can spend more hope to use your whirlwind feature. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, so I believe that just means you affect. mm, Let's see, you can spend a hope to use the attack against all other targets within very close range. So I think that just uses the same attack roll, but he takes half damage then on that. And a 16 would be enough to hit him. Well, actually an 18. Because we use the experience. And that, he reduces that damage by 10. This guy's a badass. So he's only going to take 1 point of damage, so it's still minor damage. It's something.
Okay, something.
But yeah, you just, it's like you nearly get him in the face and he just dodges back and you cut his nose a little bit.
Ooh. That sounds like a perfect time to take his, like, being distracted and trying to attack him. The guy below.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and Kagetori just made an attack, so your other feature could come in.
Yeah,
there.
the one
Although
the
13 is just going to miss. Oh yeah, you add that to the damage roll. So unless you want to spend a hope and add some experience to that attack or something.
I don't think I have experience of that thing. Then just check experience. No, he's not an animal, and he does not need healing.
You are.
Ooh. Oh, if I can add my animal, then yes, let's. Then I would spend a hope to add the +2 because I know the soul of a hyena and just starts laughing as he just thinks he just missed and just attacks him wildly. And just as I expect, I just attack him.
And you said you're going for the one at the bottom, right?
Yes, I'm going to acid.
Okay, well then that is going to be enough. How do you want to finish him off? As he's reeling from that attack from Kagetora, and you just right there to follow him up.
I just start laughing and then just what's called slashes his tendons and just see him going to the knees, leaving it to Kagetora to decide if he is gonna cut his head off or not. And then I turn my attention towards the other guy since he is a bigger problem.
This reduce. Oh, so yeah, he's actually not going to take any damage. You do hit him, but he just kind of throws you off of him.
Well, perfect.
And then, yeah, actually, then we're going to go back to him as I'm going to spend a point of. Oh, you actually rolled with fear, so it goes back to him anyway. As he goes, you two know each other? And here I thought I was going to have to kill you one by one. And he's going to step in and make another attack against both of you with his shattering strike. So he marks a point of stress. Oh wait, he did that before, right? Yeah. For some reason didn't mark the other point of stress. So if it succeeds, this is also going to sap your hope again. That was nearly a crit. And he's drank the tea. No,
Miss.
that That misses you both as he swings out, and you both deftly get out of the. And then he moves over here, and I can spotlight him multiple times actually. So he's going to mark one more point of stress, and he's going to do it again. He'll spend another point of fear.
Yes.
Okay, that one's going to hit you both for 11 points of damage there. And yeah, remember the amount of hit points that you mark on this, remove that many hope as well.
Well, I just trolled him because I only had one hope.
He runs straight up to you and he says, "No, you have no hope. This is the end for you." And he's going to make one more attack. I can spotlight him 3 times. And this one he makes just against Neza.
Okay. Yes. Wait a second. That's not good. Wait. Okay. That's fine. That's fine.
Still alive.
Yes.
It's from the red crowd is watching this, like now cheering for him. As there's still some people chanting for you guys, but you're clearly the underdogs in this fight right now.
I want to attack him.
Kill him. Kill him now.
I'm trying.
Oreva Sindere.
Another miss. I will also remind you there's a thing, I don't know if we've discussed it before, but you can do tag team moves. Like you
Yeah.
can attack if you want. Each player can do this once per session and trigger one, but it costs 3 hope. And then you
Each.
would both roll an attack and use the highest.
Yeah. And I have 0 hope.
Wait, can
Yeah,
I
but-
use this one?
It's on the
Yeah.
damage die.
Or damage? Not the.
Yeah, that happens every time you make an attack. That's always active. So just if you
Mm,
roll a
active.
1 or a 2, just take note of that.
Ah, it's like passive. Okay.
Yeah, every time you roll for damage, if you get a 1 or a 2, you can re-roll.
Okay, okay.
But yeah, that's only after your attack. And remember, you guys have both got advantage on your attacks at the moment from, I think we may have forgotten to bring them in on the last one, but from the cheerleading.
Well, I'm not losing hope and want to try again.
That's the spirit.
I have a question for the DM. Do flashlights technically exist or no? Or anything like a
Flashlight, no, but you'd not like an electronic flashlight, but a lantern, like a hooded lantern that casts a direct light like that for sure. Otherwise, like torches, things like that. Technology hasn't advanced to flashlights, but a
Yeah.
magical one, sure.
Would
Once-
that be considered like a mundane item, like a lantern that shines really brightly in one direction?
Yeah, to make like a spotlight, sure.
Okay. Um, Are you guys about to attack Neza and Kagatori?
I think Kagatora
I
is,
want-
and then I will,
Yeah, I want
if
to-
it goes well.
Okay,
Want to attack-
Zagreus is going to walk kind of just to like right here, and then as he's going to use his nomadic pack, and he's going to pull out a magical lantern that shines really brightly in one direction like a spotlight, and he's just going to have it hanging by his side, and it's going to shine directly into the eyes of the champion. Right, how do I do this?
Okay.
It's going to use one hope, which is fine, and I only get to use it once per session. So I pulled it.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. So you can spend a hope to basically pull something you need out of that bag, and then if you want to spend another hope to assist, like to help an ally, you can give them advantage.
I will also
Unless
do
you-
that.
Yeah, because I don't think. Yeah,
That was my last hope. So this is like a last ditch effort. It's my last hope in helping these two survive.
okay. So I'll say you both got advantage against him. Also, how long is the vulnerable supposed to land? It's supposed to last-
Temporary, so that would be, it would have been over for a long time. I haven't applied the what's called advantage for a while. Unless I've hit him. Wait a second. I did hit him last time, which then would have reapplied it. I think. No, wait a second. Then I would have needed to use stress, which I did not declare, so it's not there. So yeah, it's over.
Can you just also double check what vulnerable does? Because I can't.
Vulnerable basically just gives advantage and stuff, because I was like
Oh,
wondering what it does.
Cool. So yeah, essentially we're gonna say then that he's made him vulnerable again. Like Zagreus has essentially made him vulnerable here. So you guys have got advantage against him. But yeah, we're to the end of the session here. So let's see. Can you finally get that crit?
Come on, we need those crits.
Unfortunately, advantage doesn't really help you get a crit in this game, but
I'm aware.
it will definitely help you.
I want to use again the art of the sword by using one hope. And let me get the crit.
Kill him. Kill him now.
Please. Oh damn.
Ooh, that's severe damage to him though. As yeah, that's a hell of an attack. It's looking really
What?
bad.
Why can I not
My
apply?
god, die already.
Why can I not?
Yeah,
Wonder
reroll.
what-
Yeah, reroll once. Oh, never mind. It wasn't you. It was Nisha.
Yeah, for some reason.
Oh my god.
I don't even know. Wait a second, does that even? I don't even think that applies the advantage.
No, it's fine, but you hit anyway, so the advantage won't make too much of a difference right now. But I think you deal a bit of extra damage if you get a hit after. there's more
Yes,
attack
because
damage,
of
you
the
do more
pack.
damage. Yeah, so roll that d8, because if you do enough, that you could turn it to major damage,
That's 7.
which you do. So how do you two finish him off together?
I just imagine like Kagatora just what's it called, like just like just distracting him with his sword and just cutting his arm, and then I just like bite into his arm, and then I don't know if we kill him, then I imagine just while holding his arm, not just Kagatora just cuts off his head. The final strike.
Is that what you're doing, Kagetora? You're finishing him
Yes,
off?
so I get him from the right side, cut him, and then when he's badly injured, Neza strike him like very bad. He gets on the knees, and then I just cut his head off from behind.
And as his head rolls to the ground, the crowd is going to lose their minds as inside the tavern people go nuts as a lot of people just won bets and the odds were against you on that one, as people are making a lot of money. There's now another crate worth, because since the champion walked in, so there's 2 crates of gold sitting there, and people are now trying to accept their bets. However, the 2 of you are left in the arena, so a lot of the crowd is now wondering, they just work together, but are they actually a team? As it's just the 2 of you, and you both drank your tea. So if you don't get a crit by the time you get your next long rest, you will die. But you have finished him off. You've won the battle so far. But what happens after he falls dead and the crowd's going wild?
Oh well, drop the form, and then, well, the fight is done. Now we just need to
Yeah, I go
search
to
for
Neza, tell him
more.
that was
better.
a tough one, tough battle. I didn't expect the champion come to here like this and fight with us, with you especially.
The referee is going to suddenly appear, like she just moved at like lightning speed, and appears between the 2 of you next to the body. She says, "The champion is defeated. You two, are you on a team?"
Yes.
Yeah, we together.
Then she announces to the crowd as she pulls the tags off of the dead champion. She holds them up in the air and she says, "Winners, Kagetora-sama and Neza of Dolko." And the crowd goes wild as she hands the tags to you guys. And as you now have about 30 tags amongst the group, everyone is going to level up. The crowd goes wild, and some people start leaving the arena because this fight is over. You are left to your own devices, and we've got to finish things off here in the next few minutes. But what would you like to do? Is the battle is over. You have won, and everyone altogether has enough tags to enter the next tier of the arenas. Now, tier 2 warriors, characters at least.
Nice.
We could probably use some rest or repairs.
What are you meaning? I don't have any armor. My armor is destroyed. It has 3 out of 3.
So what are you saying? What do you mean? You agree with me then?
I mean,
What's happening? Ilana's gonna go to Neza and cast Mending Touch on him. And heal 2 hit points.
So, Neza, are you dropping your beast form?
yes.
Can you actually drop your beast? Whatever you pressed before did transform you, but I don't know if that always works.
Oh, let me actually see if that works. Oh, it works.
Okay. What are you guys doing after the fight? Are you all going to head back to the tavern and have a drink, or?
Oh yeah, Zagreus is gonna head back into the tavern and talk with the bets guy.
I think we'll have that conversation next week as we are at the end of the session. But is
Yeah.
everyone else joining
Right.
Zagreus in the tavern?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then, as we go back to the tavern, you will see it is packed full of people. People are celebrating, drinking wine. Everyone. Some people have made a lot of money. Some people have just lost a lot of money. But as the band plays in celebration and the illusions fade, we'll head back to the tavern and get some much needed wine. Might not want to take a long rest for the two of you who are fighting, but we will figure that out next session. How you will
Yep.
avoid the effects of fatigue.
Gunpie.
It will be fine.
And I think that's where we will end tonight's session. As everyone celebrates.
On
Thank you guys for the game.